So this is going to be a longer video because I am traveling, so I don't have time to do a regular review, I guess, on my page. But I'm going to be reviewing Squid Game Season 3, the finale of Squid Game. I watched all 6 episodes. I'll be mostly spoiler free. I mean, there's stuff in Season 2 I'm going to be talking about. So if you haven't seen Season 2, there's going to be little spoilers that you talk about here and there because they do pertain to Season 3. I believe they filmed Season 2 and 3 back to back, so I'm guessing they're kind of very similar in the sense. Season 2 ended off with 4, 5, 6 kind of starting a revolt where a lot of the contestants went against the guards. There was a huge shootout scene, and a lot of people died because of 4, 5, 6. And Season 3 continues with that story. 4, 5, 6 is having a bunch of grief. He's sitting there, he's quiet, he looks like he's just been through hell because, I mean, he definitely has, twice at least now. Now, what I do give credit to Squid Game Season 2 and 3, as that I feel like is a whole season in itself, is that it did create characters I actually care about, just like Season 1 did, which is something that seems to be pretty hard to do, and it looks like they actually put good effort into writing some good characters on the show as well. Season 3 had more simpler games. They had hide and seek, they had the jump rope. The hide and seek episode, I think, was maybe the most intense out of all 3 seasons, as this game really created a moral dilemma with these characters because certain characters had to kill off their own people and people were on different teams, and it was just wild. There was a whole episode of a game and I was just all over it, and it was actually really depressing. There were some scenes that were really heartbreaking as well in this episode. So Season 1 showed off the people, the billionaires that were just kind of cartoonish, that were watching the games. Season 3 predominantly showed them quite a bit more, kind of showed them watching over the whole games and all the betting and all the stuff they do. And they still just didn't work for me. I know they're trying to make them cartoonish for a reason. They're trying to use them as a symbol of what happens in real life. But the cartoonish aspect just didn't work with that cutting back to the actual games where it was just so somber and real. So I'd say the first 5 episodes of Season 3 were quite good. The season seemed to be very bleak, very depressing. It seemed to, I mean, before I feel like the games they did add some fun into it. Squid Game Season 3 was a lot more just dark. So one thing you know about Squid Game is there's a lot of the characters you're going to get attached to and they're going to end up dying because there can only be one winner at the end of the Squid Games. And Season 3 did a pretty depressing job at showing stories that these characters were going through mentally and how they ended up sacrificing themselves. A lot of that ended up being really good writing. A lot of that was just like, damn, this is just sad. The storyline character, this one right here, damn, that one hit. That one definitely hit. Her and her son are in the show, of course. The themes that they're putting together, the strength that they were building, talking about the darkness that they went through before the Squid Games in their life and what it all ends up. Oof. That was pretty intense right there. We dive deeper into the head guy's background. I mean, I do